Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my OTT standard format deck. So, I haven't done a Cardfight Vanguard video in a while, but people in my Twitch channel were asking me to do some deck profile videos again, so I thought I'd put together some to showcase the standard format at least. I'm not going to do any premium, not going to do any premium plus or extreme format or any of that other stuff. I still have those old decks as is, but I'm not going to change them, or I don't really play premium anymore. So for standard, I have currently two. I only play Oracle Think Tank and Shadow Paladin, and I will probably be picking up Silverthorns when they come out, so I'll be building Pale Moon, but that's kind of up in the air right now. It's not 100% sure of that at this point. But I am going to build the Magus deck, so I will be doing a Magus deck profile, and I'm also going to be doing Scarlet Witch Coco, which I have those cards, but I haven't actually put that deck together. I have to take this deck apart in order to build it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So CEO Amaterasu, this was my first OTT deck way back when CEO Amaterasu was a Mega Blast card from the original booster set BT01, way back when Vanguard first started. So I find it interesting how when they rebooted the game, if you want to build OTT, you have to go build cards out of the booster set, just like how they did it originally. So CEO Amaterasu, it's a decent budget-oriented build. I think it's not like Imperial Daughter or any of that stuff, or Promised Daughter, but it's still a pretty consistent way of playing Oracle Think Tank, and the style of play is exactly what I think the developers of the game intended. So next I'm running Victorous Deer. I'm only running 3 copies because I only have 3. Otherwise I'd probably run 4 because it does have a rearguard effect. But that's the backup grade 3. It's kind of like, I see it sort of like a waterfall card where you don't want it to be the main Vanguard or the first Vanguard. You want it to like show up at the end and try to go for game. Nice thing about it, it does have rearguard effect, so it has that going for it as well. And then one Battle Maiden, Sarasa, as the final grade 3. The only reason why I'm running one of her is because she gains power, and also she allows you to look at the top card of the deck, which I think is very important for this deck. For most OTT decks in general. So the next for grade 2s, we're running 4 Yellow Witch Mei. So this is actually a card that will end up being in the Witch build as well. It's only rearguard effect, so you can't turn 2 ride it and do the effect, but it helps you look at the top and choose to put on the top or the bottom. So it gives you more capabilities. And the next 4 Silent Tom. Silent Tom in the current or in the new Vanguard isn't as good as he was in the original Vanguard, mainly because he has a cost now, Counterblast 1. When placed, but he still does have his good Vanguard or rearguard effect, where when he attacks a Vanguard, your opponent cannot call normal units. The only thing is, it used to be they couldn't call grade 0, if I recall. So now they cannot call normal units. So they can block with zeros because those are the triggers, but they can't block with any other ones. So they kind of flipped him. He's kind of like a Novell now. So I don't know. I mean, I guess that's more scary in late game because you can't perfect guard him. But the thing is, in playtesting him, he never really gets huge numbers where it's like impossible to block him. So he's a lot more balanced than he used to be. He used to always just get super good early. If you were up against, if you're using him in the olden days, you would like stack all your crits on him. The opponent couldn't really block him that easily. So they take a lot of damage to get ahead in the game really early. Next I'm running 2 Goddess of Insight. Probably should run 3 of this. The standard is probably run 3, but I did tech 1 Promised Daughter in. So this is basically your main grade 2 that does things that synergize with your Vanguard. So that's why I probably want to run 3, maybe even 4. I don't know, I might take 1 of the Witch Mei out for another one of these. So let me know how you guys would do the grade 2 lineup for a CEO Amaterasu deck. So I'm open to changes. So that's currently what I have for grade 2s. For grade 1s, 2 Tetra Magus. It works in here, but it is counterblast heavy. That is just the only thing I don't like about it, because I'm using a lot of, I save the counterblast for a lot of other cards. So oftentimes this doesn't, there isn't really a counterblast for this, but it does work well if you manage to do the effect. And then next I'm running 4 Circle Magus actually, because when you get a grade 2 or greater card on the drive check, you get to basically add cards to your hand. Or you can move to the bottom and then draw a card. So it works a lot better in its Magus deck. So it's this card, these 2 cards you'll be seeing again when I do my Magus deck. But they do, in playtesting, compared to using some other grade 1s for Amaterasu, these work really well. Next, 4 Oracle Guardian Gemini. This is in here at 4 copies because it's basically the counter charge. It's basically the only way to give you back resources so you can pay cost for your effects. And then the last grade 1 is Farfalle Magus. Simple effect, look at the top card of your deck, put on the top of the bottom of the deck when it's called to radar circle. So it gives you more ways of actually looking at the top card, which is kind of like how I play this deck. That's basically the main theme. So for trigger lineup, it's your standard 4 Sentinel draw triggers, miss, and then 8 critical. So we got Psychic Bird, should be 4 of them. Oracle Guardian, and where's that Psychic Bird? Oh, there he is. So 4 Psychic Bird, 4 Oracle Guardian, and then 4 Circle Magus heals, and then the starter is Lozenge Magus. That's basically it, and then of course gifts. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and if you want to see more of these type of deck profile videos, and if so, then I'll probably keep doing them. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.